Hi friends, I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm Eva, and in this video I would love to talk about emotional detox because it is a huge topic in the raw food community, and I think that there's quite some misinformation out there about emotional detox. So I want to talk about it and just share my experience. So first I want to say I believe in emotional detox as I think that I've experienced it when I switched to a raw food lifestyle, and I've seen lots of people who've experienced kind of emotional detox as well. So that said, I still think that a lot of people who come to the raw food lifestyle experiencing symptoms of not eating enough, and they think that it's emotional detox. So I just share my experience. So I think when you jump to raw food lifestyle or the 80-10-10 lifestyle, you will experience that it is sometimes quite hard to eat enough calories, especially when you are going to university, when you have classes, when you go to school, or when you go to work. It is difficult, at least for me, to eat enough calories and to feel satisfied. And so sometimes when you have not figured out how you can incorporate more calories into your diet, sometimes, especially in the beginning, you will not you will start to not eat enough sometimes, and then you will experience symptoms of not eating enough. And symptoms of not eating enough can be different from person to person. I get quite emotional, so I start crying. I don't feel hungry, I just start that I get emotional, or start that I get super tired, so I want to go to bed. And other people, it's different for everyone. Like, other people get super hungry, no, super angry, and they shout at people, and they are super mean to people. I think that's a really common thing that happens to people. Other people, they just, I don't know, they just sit there and they're just not able to move, and they're just super I don't know, super motionless. So super weird. And other people, they get hyperactive. So I mean, it depends from person to person, but some people, they start to shake a little bit and they become like super active somehow. So these are all signs of not eating enough carbs. And I think that sometimes people, when they go to a raw food diet, they undereat calories, so they don't get enough calories, and then they feel, for example, super emotional as I do, and they're like, oh, this is emotional detox, and now I'm getting rid of all my past emotions. I don't really think so. I think sometimes it's just like, if you would eat more, you would not feel that emotions come up. So I think that, sometimes it's just us under eating calories, and that's also sometimes because when I'm not eating enough, and I get emotional, I'm just like, I don't want to eat, but if I eat, I feel so much better because my body has carbs again and feels good again, and super weird. So yeah, I think this is just really important. But once you figure it out, okay, I've eaten enough, and those emotions come up, this can happen for sure. Like, I think especially when we are overweight, so when people are overweight, a lot of emotions are in the body, stored in the body. And once you lose a lot of weight, and once you start to eat healthy, you cannot really suppress your emotions anymore with food. I mean, especially when you're fruit based and you eat lots of fruit and vegetables, you cannot suppress your emotions that easily because there's not so much puffer. If you eat fast food, you can kind of numb yourself and make yourself not feel anything, or feel less, feel numb. But when you go to a raw food diet, I think that you will feel more positive and negative. Like, you will just feel more. And this is definitely what happens to me, that I become much more like that. I feel more with people, like I feel much more compassionate. But when somebody is, for example, sad, I feel the sadness more. This is something that happened to me for sure, and I think that also happens to people who go to a raw food diet, that they just feel more good and negative. So I still think that those emotional detox can come up. And how to deal with it, for me, the best solution is just to cry it out, because I think that crying is just a way how the body can release all of these negative emotions. And yeah, just cry it out. Some people also like to scream, to just have a pillow and just scream your emotions in the pillow. Other people like to have movement, so they like to punch, I don't know, to in the bed or something, not to a person, but in the bed, and they just want to run or go for a walk. Yeah, but I think it's important to realize that when you go to a raw food diet, first, always make sure that you're eating enough calories, because it really helps a lot. And the second thing is, know that emotional detox exists and that it can come up, especially with past traumas, because I think sometimes we experience negative situations and we bury them. For example, you get raped and then you decide you are not going to talk about it anymore, and it's just buried. And when you go to raw food lifestyle, this can come up again. So yeah, I think that's just important to know. So if you have any questions about this topic, or if you have any questions about a raw food lifestyle or a vegan lifestyle, you can you can write some questions in the in the comment section. And you can also DM me on Instagram. My name is FRUITYEVA. I'm much more active on Instagram than on YouTube. And yeah, if you're interested in a healthy lifestyle, you can check out my smoothie recipe ebook. These are amazing recipes that I've created and that I'm using almost every single day, and that really helped me to stay on this healthy lifestyle. So if you're interested, you can check it out. It's in the description box, and I wish you a beautiful, wonderful day. Much love, and bye bye.